The idea of luck is something that people kind of get stuck in their heads when they're looking at others and just, especially, I don't know, I feel like people have called us kind of lucky a lot in our lives and in our just journeys. And so today we're going to tap into the idea of luck versus being open, being just like hands to the sky,
Yeah.
open to opportunities, to where life's taking us, all of the things. Hey,
Mm.
everybody, what's up? Ready to dive into this?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, this episode I think was just kind of inspired because I know so often, right, when people are looking from like the outside in, when they have a perspective or a thought on somebody else, it can just get kind of like one noted, they're like, oh, well, they just got it all together, or,
Yeah.
they've got like their ducks in a row. And it's like, I don't know about you, but my ducks are usually running around chasing each other in
Right.
circles and, all the
Running out into
things.
traffic.
Yeah. Right. But from the outside in, it might be like, oh, they've got things going on. Their business is growing, they're glowing, they're doing all this stuff. So let's tap into the idea of being open. Because this one over here, let me tell you what, especially for anybody who's still new to Miss Chrissy Sherry, she has just a beautiful way of being open and calling in opportunities and beautiful things, clients, just miracles in so many ways. And so this conversation is so, I think, important to at the core of it to like bring to the community here.
Yeah.
I don't know, like when you think, let's just kind of start by just like unearthing our own thoughts about like openness and like luck and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What is your take on all that? Like the idea of being open.
Um, I think it's more for me is trusting
Mm.
and having so many experiences in the past where I tried to control, and I was pushed up against a wall or into a corner, and all that there was left to do is just surrender and trust
Mm.
the process or like let go.
Yeah.
Um, and it's hard in certain areas of like in the creative world because it's like that is oftentimes there is a final piece,
Yeah.
and that has some planning that has to happen there.
Mm-hmm.
So it is hard to get out of that headspace um, of like not having a final product or a final end point where you want to be
Yeah.
at, and just letting things naturally kind of evolve how they should,
Yeah.
and keeping yourself open to receiving those little nudges and shifts and those gut feelings that come through
Yeah.
sometimes, and then but like really trusting that.
Yeah. What do you feel like for yourself? I mean, I don't know. Like when I think of trust in myself, it I don't even know sometimes where or how it's come along best in my life. Because it
Mm.
just happens naturally, right? To like trust the
Yeah.
process,
Hmm.
trust your gut instinct, Like I'm sure as a mom, like you have those gut instincts of
Yeah.
this is not good. I need to do something about it. Or like
Yeah.
we need to, evaluate this or that. Same in like creation processes or
Hmm.
building a business. Like it's just in life in general. But like, do you have any poignant moments where you kind of felt like in life you like were like, like I'm trusting, I'm feeling a little bit more safe in trusting the process, whether it's from a
Mm.
creative standpoint or just like from like a human standpoint of just being like, okay, life, like
Yeah.
you're coming, you're ebbing, you're flowing. I'm trusting in how
Hmm.
it's unfolding.
Yeah, this has like nothing to do with the creative world, this little thing that just popped into my head, but um, I guess our adoption journey,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
um, because I had never done that before. I didn't really know what to expect. There was every we were met with, oh, it's going to take you years. Oh, it's going to be
Yeah.
this. Oh, it's going to be that. And everyone had an opinion. Um, but I had uh, like a deep meditation um, in yoga training, and I wasn't looking for any type of sign or anything like that. And um, what I visualized during that meditation was a little blonde, curly haired girl
Mm-hmm.
dancing with me in my kitchen. And I was like, whoa. And then fast forward to the adoption process, we were like, we just want to be parents. We've gone through a lot. We really want to be just a parent to a child needing loving parents. We want to give them the world. And we are so eager, so excited about it that like almost all the negativity just kind of like I didn't absorb it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just trusted the process.
Yeah.
And I just set myself up. I'm like, okay, it's going to take a couple years or maybe a year, maybe 2, 3, whatever. But here we are waiting and we're going to do the best we can in this moment. And then um I think, we were officially on the books and I think 6 weeks in we got a call, which is unheard
Yeah,
of.
like wild.
Yeah, and if you know anyone who has walked through adoption, that is not normal.
Yeah.
And so I was like, yeah, whatever. And still, like, not, you know, that meditation, that was beautiful. It was like, whoa, it was awesome. But I wasn't like, we need to have a girl. She needs to
Yeah.
have blonde hair. She needs to have curly hair. Like I
And the
wasn't
kitchen better look exactly like what my manifestation looked like too. Everything better be.
right. Yeah, I just like stayed open to it, and
Yeah.
um, and then when we got that call, like, and then fast forward, you know, you know, she was having a little girl. Whoa, like that goes back to the meditation, and the birth parents don't have curly blonde hair, so maybe that part is just the part that's not,
Yeah.
connected. And then my daughter, once her hair grew in,
Curliest blonde hair you ever
I
did see.
know, was like curly cute, little
The
blondie, blue
cutest.
eyes. And um I think that was like my first experience with like
Mm-hmm.
remaining open,
Yeah.
staying open, and taking things as they came and not having an end point because I didn't want to be let down.
Yeah.
I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to like be super upset or heartbroken. Like I just wanted to stay almost like in a fluid state, like take it as it comes.
Yeah.
Um and then everything happened so fast or whatever, and I have my beautiful beautiful daughter now. But yeah, that was my first taste of it, and then just like truly trusting my gut, my mind, my body, and what the universe was showing me.
Mm-hmm.
um and yeah, so that was probably my first taste, and then from there I've just kind of rolled with it. Like when I feel myself controlling and wanting
Mm-hmm.
to fix and make and create a certain way, and I think this client wants this, so I'm going to morph into that. Like letting that go and
Yeah.
just like taking it as it comes, and addressing problems as they come up, but not attaching any story to that, not attaching my worth to that,
Mm.
nothing like
Which is
that.
huge.
Right. Yeah. Which
Super
you can
huge.
get caught up in and then just spiral out and
Yeah.
down. So
Such a beautiful story of like just trust. And um
trust is huge.
the unknown too, right? Like the unknown makes most of us uncomfortable to some extent. But like being okay with that, being like, I don't know better. Like we always think we know better
Yeah.
until it's like, oh, whoa. Like something comes about that you quite didn't have a pulse on. And you're
Yeah.
like, wait, this is actually really cool and happening to me, in whatever way, shape, or form it is. But that's like a beautiful reminder of that. Like just being like, I have no idea what this is gonna look like. And
Right.
why do we all in our minds, just like maybe just human nature, maybe kind of how we've been brought up, I don't know. But we always feel like there's like a specific timestamp on everything.
Yeah.
Like this will happen, like you said, with the adoption process. It'll take 1 to 2 to 3 to whatever years.
Yeah.
Like how, just because that's how it happens sometimes doesn't mean it always is the case. But
Right.
we get ourselves in this, like, oh, it'll take 3 years to have a profitable business, Does it really have to be? What if you got 2 projects that just like shot you out of the water and got you to a place where you were profitable and comfy and could create from safety?
Yeah.
Why can't we believe that to be true,
Right.
But it's like this whole like shifting of the minds, which is why I think this conversation is good to kind of like rip it open
Yeah.
and kind of like swim around a little bit in it so that we can all see like where that is. Because I mean, I know I'm way more in flow and open now than I ever was, but I know that I could still continue
Yeah.
working on,
Well,
being
it's
more
always
and
you're
more.
always should be evolving and learning
Yeah.
and staying open and
Yeah.
acting like everything is a practice, because it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
And there is no such thing as luck. Like,
Yeah. I was going to ask you, like, what is like your take on like people are like, oh, they're so lucky. Like,
yeah.
they've got this, whatever they're presuming as lucky. They've got this house, they've got this career, they've got this. Like, they're so lucky. Like, what is luck? Like, in your brain, like,
Right.
what does that mean? What does that even mean, people?
I used to say that a lot about my husband, because like when he would go to like gamble or whatever, or even like bet on, he's huge in sports,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
like bet on games or whatever, like it was insane. Like he has an insane brain. It's not nowhere close to my, like we are very opposite
Yeah.
brains, but like he would like win, or all this money. And I'd be like, God, I'm like, he's so lucky. Like
Lucky. Yeah.
all the time this is happening to him. And then what I didn't realize at the time is
Mm-hmm.
that he was doing the same shit and he didn't even know that. Like he wasn't like I got to win $5,000 tonight, da da
Yep.
da, or I'm gonna place this bet because I need this much money. It was nothing like that. It was just like for fun for him. He never had an outcome. He never tried to control the process. And
Yep.
then, I mean, in my eyes at the time, I was like, gosh, he's so lucky.
Yeah.
But then, fast forward learning all life's lessons, it's like,
Yeah.
no, luck isn't a thing.
Right. He's just open and like trusting the process and just there and like knowing his own like just stake in it. What that meant to him was like it is just for fun for me.
Right.
Like it's just And I think like I like that you tapped into that because I do believe, at least for me, the more open I am is tied very closely to how much fun I'm allowing myself to have.
Mm.
Truly.
Mm.
And releasing.
Yeah.
Like I am more in flow like than I ever could have thought about in like let's say like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Now, because I prioritize being open to like what a day looks like
Mm-hmm.
within reason, right? Like
Yeah.
I like structure and I like, all the things, but like within reason. Like the last couple weekends we've just been like getting up and like being like we've had a couple of days where we didn't have something,
Yeah.
which is,
So
kind of
nice.
rare.
So nice these
Rare
days.
but nice, right?
Yeah.
And so we were like, we're just gonna like put our feet on the floor and like go about the day. And the days like turned out to be so good. And I feel like good things came and like people would pay like an invoice early. Like
Yeah.
call it what you want out there, my friends. But to me, I was in flow and things were coming up or like weird opportunities were coming because I was not trying to predict the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
You
Or
know?
you didn't have to get, X, Y, and Z done by a certain
Right.
time, or yeah.
Right. And just
Yeah.
allowing the essence of fun and like because so much in life can be like, okay, we want to have a baby, we got to do it here. Okay, we want to have this business, we got to do it now. We want to, whatever, build a new house. We got to have it done by this time so that we can have this, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, what if we could all just like slowly like let our brains undo some of that like ugh, hard, heavy, like one-way street thinking. What could be happening for so many of us, And if you're
Yeah.
out there, like, I would love to hear it too. Like, pop in the comments. Where are you at in your season with trusting the process, or are you hunkered down right now and you're like, nope. I'm calculating, and there's nothing wrong with it. There's no
Yeah.
shade to it. But what we want is like everybody to feel that release so that you can create from a more fluid place.
Mm-hmm.
We are calling in some big things around here. So can you just
Yeah.
join us right now and like let that energy flow?
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the only way. I believe wholeheartedly that the things that we're calling in right now are happening. They are existing and they are our realities.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a large part because of being extremely open to whatever the frickin' A comes our way. I mean, even us sitting here doing this podcast together right now is just kind of like, I don't know what this looks like, but here we go.
Right.
Like, we'll work through kinks and ebbs and flows as we go, but like we're creating something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have the want to create anything in life, whether it's a literal creative piece of work or project or a family or whatever,
Yeah.
how do we tap into that more,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What like for you, like, I don't know, I was thinking like for me, what are my roadblocks? When do I have like a little like, it's like a little like sign that's like pink, pink. And it's like trying to get me to pull back and get like into scarcity or into like, like, do you have any that come to mind that are Um,
I'm like a big self-sabotager.
mm,
And like I don't even know why sometimes. Um and like a huge exciting thing will like present itself and I'll go
mm-hmm.
like my brain will immediately be like, nope, can't do it. Nope, not the time. Like, it's like
Not today.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just like, and so that I think, and that has been kind of like my whole life. Like I talk myself out of things
Yeah.
and then I make excuses as to why that wasn't a right fit or why
Yep.
I didn't get that job or why, um, the piece didn't turn out how I wanted it to. Um, and honestly, my pieces don't turn out how I want them to when I do try to control the whole freaking thing. And like the
Yep.
most beautiful, like in my eyes, some of my favorite pieces that I've painted have come from just emotion and just where I was at that day, night,
Mm,
whatever. Um, where I just, burst into tears when I'm done because it's just like me, it's
yep.
all of me. And I'm not trying to like force and control the layout and how things are looking or making it look a certain way or like, this artist over here or this
Yeah.
trend over here. Like it's just me painting what I'm painting and then, you know. But
And whatever it shall be, it shall be.
right. But then when I find myself getting into that like control state or like just self-sabotage, the quote that like resonates with me the best is you can plan all like to the minute all day every day. You can
Mm-hmm.
plan what tomorrow looks like. You can plan the next day. You can plan, everything and the universe is still going to laugh in your face.
Mm-hmm. And be like, that ain't
And
what's
it's
happening.
going to kick you at the knees sometimes if you're continuing
Yeah.
to think that you are in control. It's going to kick you out at the
Yeah.
knees.
You're not gonna
And
have fun with that moment.
yeah, and that like that I feel like that was my entire last year. Like I was like a very big like, okay, see you universe, like got
Mm-hmm.
it, loud and clear.
Yeah.
So then
Happening.
this year I'm like staying open.
You're like, fine,
I am trusting everything and anything. But yeah, and then that's where like affirmations for me are huge. Um and just even if they sound silly at the time or
they
whatever.
always do a little bit, right? They're always gonna be a little cheesy.
Yeah.
Whatever. Let's just
Yeah.
own it. Like, who cares? It is cheesy to be like, I am worthy. I am whatever. Like, but also our brains are so powerful. Like words
No,
do
yeah.
redirect this stuff. So call it what you want. Give it a
It's
whirl and like
I
a wholehearted
true I
whirl.
could talk for hours about affirmations and
Yep.
manifesting things because it's like true.
Yeah.
Read Joe Dispenza's newest book. Shout out to
Oh
him.
yeah. You were loving that. I gotta get on to oh, I think I started listening to it. Shoot. I'll get back to it. Thanks for the reminder.
It's life changing. It's life changing.
But at the end of the day, this just brought up a thought for me. At the end of the day, I feel like so much of like staying small is that mindset of like, that's silly, so I can't do that.
Yeah.
That I will look weird doing that, so I can't do that,
Right.
like, or whatever. Cause I mean, I hear it all the time, obviously being in like the dance world and whatnot. People are like, I can't do that because I'm this, because it's the
Mm,
size of their body, because it's the age, the this, the that. And I'm like, what?
mm,
Like, that's a self limiting belief. Yes. Will you not? Will you not look like maybe the person next to you? No, because you're not. You're
mm.
not that person.
Right.
And that's okay. But like, if we stand so strongly in saying, this is not for me, or this will never happen to me, or
Mm,
this will not come my way,
right.
then that's what's
Then
going to be the
nothing.
case.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Like, um, we have to really allow the thoughts in our head to go the direction in which we truly want. But if you're self-sabotaging,
Mm,
you're gonna be like, well, but this is comfortable,
right.
And then that's where like the luck versus openness gets stuck, because it's like you think like, well, that person does have that happening in their lives, or they call stuff in all the time. If you are in that world where you have that language, you just think that's for them.
Right.
They got something special, baby.
Yeah.
But like, no, it's for everybody,
Mm,
But we have to be like, so I don't know. Sometimes I have to kick my own self in the butt, because I'm like, I'll do that
yeah.
same thing where I'm like, no, it's just too good to be true. What
Mm-hmm.
does that even mean?
Yeah.
Why do we even say that? It's too good to be true. Life can be beautiful. Life can be fluid. It's not without its hardships, but it can feel and look good. And we can have beautiful opportunity, like living proof sitting here on the couch right now that like life-changing things can happen.
Yeah. And you can create the life that you want
Yeah.
by
Right.
not even controlling it, but visualizing and saying it and affirming it and claiming it and all those woo-woo type of
Yeah.
things.
Whatever you want to call it. I
Yeah.
can't fucking wait till we can tell everybody what's been being called in over here. I cannot wait.
I know.
It's amazing. Sorry to just keep you very vague over there, but like there's things that are going to be just showing up big in our lives, and it's amazing, and it's living proof of just being like, because there's no other explanation for some of the things.
And it is easier to say, oh, yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think I can handle that right now. I don't think I'm good enough for that. I don't think I have the talent for that. I don't think my style jives. I don't think I'm what they're looking for. I mean, that is easy.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
the shitty things in life are easy.
Yeah, the
Like,
scroll just keeps on
yeah,
going.
like I tell my daughter all the time, like being mean is easy. Being,
Yeah.
you know, nasty, making fun of being a bully, that's easy. You know,
Yeah.
that says a lot about that person. But like when you know, get your both feet on the floor and realize like how talented you are, like you have to be your own hype person and say, get the F up, stand in your power, your creativity, your authenticity, your whatever, and do the thing. And if, you know, you don't get the job or if it isn't a right fit, then what are you learning from it? What are you taking away? You know,
Extracting,
like
yeah.
and then just taking the control out of it.
Yeah.
It's a hard little dance to learn, but then once you learn it, it's just becomes like how you live your life.
It just becomes autopilot. I don't like autopilot because if we
Right.
go on autopilot too much, we just like we coast and we
Yeah.
don't like pull and extract and like the gems of life. However, that is one thing that I feel like is good to be on autopilot on in life is that.
Yeah.
Is waking up and just being like I just thought about this. There's so many days where I wake up with heavy chest
Oh,
because I'm already thinking about all the things that I got to do, or oh gosh, am I gonna like get all that done, or whatever it
yeah.
is. Like it's all the things, or just feeling like the humanness of life.
Yeah.
But I feel like lately, even though I've had a very full plates, lot of things, opportunities happening, I'm not feeling that way because I'm like really just going, what's the worst that happens? I'm a little behind on like getting that project done. Like what I mean, okay.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of that, like right, like why am I gonna wake up with anxiety in my chest because I might need an extra hour to finish, you know, an
Yeah.
editing project or something, like whatever. Just using it as like an example. But
Yeah.
instead I wake up going, what is today gonna hold? Nathan and I, so the husband and I, if you're new here, we have been saying life is a vacation lately. Like, and it's not like because a lot of I feel there's a lot of energy.
I love that because my hubby is like vacation hubby
You
and
have a vacation
home
hub
hubby.
and an like in New
It's
Girl. Did anybody
very
watch New Girl?
no, I didn't watch
The
that.
one character, Nick, he's like there's different versions of him. I
Oh,
can't remember all of them. I'm probably
that's
butchering
Tim.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we had the best time just recently on a trip, and then we come home and it's like,
Well, take it over into the
yeah,
Sherry
I'm
household.
stealing that.
But we started it a while back because we were really working hard on getting our yard. This is like a tangent, but kind of goes into like us just creating our lives, right?
Yeah.
Like we were working really hard to get our yard back in order because it was obliterated last year with storms, a tree going down, all this shit. And I was just like detached from it for a while, which is sad because it's like my safe space. This year I was like hell bent on getting it back. And one day, like after working out there, I mean, we're like sweaty and gross, but like we looked around and you can see just like the fruits of our backbreaking labor.
Yeah.
And he's like, life can be a vacation. Life is a vacation. We can make a vacation feeling anywhere we go. And so ever since then, that was like 3 weeks ago, like the Saturday that I was talking about that we just got up and like let the day take us. We went and got like a random strawberry matcha, and then we like walked, and I like ran into a friend downtown Plainfield, like all these things.
Yeah.
Such a beautiful little day. Like I randomly played pickleball for the first time. Like things that I would have been like, I have to think about it. Like, do I have the right shoes for that? Do I like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't, all these stupid things that our brains do, and we didn't. And then it was like locked and loaded that this is a new mantra in our house. Life is a vacation, because that word holds a lot for people.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, because it's just a word, but if it feels different, like, oh, I need a vacation. People say that when they need a break.
Yeah.
Why can't your everyday life have that essence? I am not saying anything toxic positivity here, that it's just going to take away all the hardships. But what I'm saying is,
no, I like that.
That you can like pick a point in your day or a moment in your day, and just go, you know what? That did feel a little bit like a vacation. Like, like the kitchen counter is put together, and I'm feeling like, ooh, like I just walked into an Airbnb and it's clean today. Whatever. You can adjust it, or like you send a project
take it
off
as far as you want.
You send a project off, and it was like, like painstakingly like stressing you out, and you're like, oh my God, I'm in vacation mode. Literally get creative with it. I want to hear what you come up with and how you're going to create vacation every day.
Yeah.
In your life and business and all the things, because that's what we need more of in this life. I think we have a lot of I know we have a lot of hardship and heartache in this world, but some of it, we have a little bit of malleability.
Yeah, doing the best you can with what you have.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fun. This little tidbit has nothing to do with creativity, but like I go to therapy. I'm very mental health
we love a therapy.
Conscious. Yes. But I was going, and it was I was like struggling in like family life, like my kids. It was like therapy about parenting, but it was like she like talked it out with me and was like, girlfriend, she's like, you are trying to control too much, and you're trying to control like their behavior and their, like why are you doing that? And it like kind of knocked me off my feet, because I was like, in every other aspect of my life, I've let go. And, I don't, that control aspect is removed, and I'm just kind of, I'm trying to call in the things that I want. Yeah. And I'm keeping a conscious effort on that. But then, never thought that parenting could be something, you look at other, like, other I'm like, oh, that mom's lucky that she doesn't have 2 feral children, a feral toddler living at home, which I do. Right. She's lucky.
You're like, right. See, and it comes into play.
Yeah. But then it's like, it always goes back to control, and always goes back to letting go. And then honestly, like, speaking to the parents out there, like, once I stopped having those expectations, and being so controlled and trying to be disciplined in that way, it became a happier household, and less fighting and less feral activities.
Well, I mean, I just think like the opposite of control is letting go, right? Yeah. Like, in a sense, I can't think of the exact opposite word of control, but like, right?
And trusting in that.
And then you can have different communication and different conversations when you do that. Right. Like, why are we acting like this? What do we need? Do you need a hug? Do you need a conversation? Do you need a time away? Do you need what? Yeah. Like, kids or the adults, right? Like, and this just goes with anything in a business relationship, in your relationship with yourself or your creative process. Like, if you're controlling it all, you're not going to stop and go, you know what? For the last 3 weeks, I've been doing this differently, and it actually feels really good. Maybe I should do more of that, or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you shift in your process, or in your outcome, or in your conversations, and it's like, it starts to feel different. But if you're controlling it, you're never going to feel different. Right. We all have been there, or know somebody who is hell-bent on staying stuck, or staying, like, oh, the openness, the luck, the vacation life is for those people. But I'm just like, this is me. This is how I was born. I was born into the darkness. And you're like, what are you, Bane? Right. Like, oh my gosh. Like, for any Batman.
I've never won anything. You
never will with that mindset. Right. I tell you what, I tell you what, because that's just the way it is. I win when I do like raffles. I win raffles so often.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Because I could care less if I actually win them.
Right.
I don't care. A lot of the times it's because like, it's like for like a charity or it's for like, you know, like
Yeah.
an event or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know what? I want to like, you know, help and whatever. And of course, I'm going to like think, well, what would I really like love to have?
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it, but I have no whatever. And I had somebody say the one time because it was the same like group of people at the like 2 different events. They're like, you won twice. And they're like, you're so lucky. And I literally said, I'm not lucky. I'm just open.
Mm.
And so if I was somebody who was like, I'm not lucky, I don't win anything, guess what?
Right.
Like, that's the
and
mindset.
I've said that so many times in the past.
Well,
yeah.
no more. Erase it. Because you are open and you have beautiful things coming and flowing and all the things. And we all are. It's like, but we are human and that we're going to have those little like moments.
Yeah.
So what can we do? Okay, so as we wrap this episode, I mean, I think the sentiment is there. I think what I'm calling in for all of us right now is to allow more openness.
Mm-hmm.
Take a listen to our words, take a listen to our actions or body language, like in conversation. And as we're experiencing things, like what are we doing? I feel myself physically like close up sometimes. I'm like,
Yeah.
And then I have to like, okay, I want to be open to what's in front of me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, if anybody wants to share things that they're wanting to call more into their lives, share. When we speak it, we bring it. We bring it, baby. So it shall be. Drop that in the comments. We want to help manifest as like a community. The more power that we have going in to what we're all calling in, the better. And let us know what like parts of your life you want to feel like more like a vacation.
Yay.
Where are you vacationing today, baby? Maybe we'll make like every week will be a different spot, you know?
Yeah.
Be like in the Bahamas one day, Turks and Caicos.
That might make me a little upset.
Because you're not actually there?
Yeah. I'm like, where is the clear water?
There's a line of...
Where is the ocean, Megan? It's not here.
Okay. Well, you make your vacation life whatever you want. Mine, you know, ebbs and flows, but it's really just more of a mindset of being open. Because we usually on vacation, like you said, like you're just kind of like wherever the day takes us. If we stay at the beach for 5 hours or 2 hours and then we go to dinner, like whatever, like you just go with the flow a lot. I mean, there are people who go and they have an itinerary, but that's not how I vacation. I go with a relaxation mode. So let's all call that in together and see what magic can come this week.
Yeah.
What else do we want to leave them with? Anything?
There's no such thing as luck. So if you have that thought and you're looking at somebody else or some other project or whatever, knock it off. And just keep saying that there's no such thing as luck. And then I am open to X, Y, and Z. I'm open to receiving. I'm worthy. I am capable. I am deserving. And, you know, I've worked my butt off to get here, or, you know, whatever it is.
And I deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah. And releasing that control. So write that down.
Did you do it?
And the only thing that you can control is your mind. So
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
So shifting that mindset, controlling the mindset, and moving it into a better direction, or using back to the affirmations, positive talk to yourself, loving talk to yourself, all those things.
And can I just leave one last little thought because it just came into my head? A big thing that changed in our household was expressing how important this was to me, to my husband, to Nathan, because his mindset was kind of in a stuck loop of like, this is just as good as it gets,
Yeah.
you know, like all these things. And I started expressing it. So pick somebody in your life, you know, whether it's somebody that's really close to you or somebody that you trust or whatever, to express like, I really want to work on this in my mind set. Like, can it be a safe space for me to express like something that I'm excited about, or I want to call in more, or if I'm having, you know, negative loop thought, can I have that conversation with you? It's changed the game for us, because now that we're both working on being like in that openness more, it's double the power in just our little household.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just expressing that, and we can be that safe space for you too. You know, if you're like, well, there's nobody that gets this me, we do, and we're here for you. So we love you, and we will see you next time you open beautiful human you.